He is often called England's national poet and the Bard of Avon. In spite of having enmity, both Romeo and Juliet fall in love with each other. Though Romeo belonged to the Montague family, he attends the supper in disguise to see Rosaline and believes that Romeo will come gliding on the wings of night. Hello everyone, I am Babita Damaya, lecturer, Department of English, Vidyashram Pre-University College, Mysuru. To love without condition, to talk without intention, to give without reason, to care without expectation, that's the spirit of true love. William Shakespeare, the author of the play Romeo and Juliet. He is an English playwright, poet, and actor widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language. He is often called England's national poet and the Bard of Avon. His other works include 38 plays, 2 narrative poems, 154 sonnets, and variety of other poems. Now, let me introduce you to the pictorial presentation of the Montague family. Capulet, Juliet's father; Lady Capulet, Juliet's mother; Paris, Juliet's suitor. The background of the play Romeo and Juliet: the two noble families of Verona, the Capulets and the Montagues, were the sworn enemies. Romeo and Juliet belonged to the enemy family. Lord Capulet had hosted a grand supper. Though Romeo belonged to the Montague family, he attends the supper in disguise to see Rosaline. But what happens over there? He sees Juliet on the dance floor and gets fascinated by her beauty. After the dance, he learns that she is the daughter of Lord Capulet. She feels attracted to the man from the enemy family. William Shakespeare describes the intense love of Romeo and Juliet, which they express their feelings through speeches by using various figures of speech. Shakespeare brings out the feelings of passionate lovers. The following verses express the implied feelings for one another. In the first line, Romeo expresses his feelings towards Juliet. He stays and stays at her and says, "O doth teach the torches to burn bright." Here, the beauty of Juliet is compared to nature. Romeo says that even the bright light of the torch would look dull before the brightness of Juliet. She was so beautiful that she made the torches around the hall appear to look dull. She teaches the torches how to burn bright. Her glazing beauty is an example that the torches follow. That was the beauty of Juliet. Romeo says that she is so beautiful, like a jewel which is hung in the ear of an African woman. She stands out against darkness like a rich jewel earring hanging on the cheek of an African. She was a dazzling jewel. Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. Her beauty is too good for this world and too good to die and be buried. Juliet's beauty is so vast that she cannot die and be buried in this world. So shows a snowy dove troughing with crows as yonder lady over her fellow shows. Romeo says that Juliet outshines the other women like a white snow in the middle of flock of crows. Romeo is so overwhelmed by the beauty of Juliet. The measure done, I will watch her place of stand, and touching hers, make blessed my rude hand. Did my heart love till now, forswear its sight. For I never saw true beauty till this night. Romeo says that when the dance is over, he will watch her where she stands and he will touch her hand and make his coarse hand blessed. Romeo questions himself, did my heart love anyone before till that moment? He had never seen such a beautiful lady in his life. Then he tells if it was true love, then he would renounce it because he had never felt so much in love and never seen anyone truly beautiful like Juliet until that night. Then he tells himself if it was true love, then he would renounce it because he had never felt so much in love and he had never seen truly beautiful like Juliet until night. He is mesmerized by the beauty of Juliet. Juliet's soliloquy, Act 3, Scene 2. Juliet expresses her feelings towards Romeo. Come night, come Romeo, though day in night. For thou will lie upon the wings of night. Juliet invokes both day and Romeo as well. She compares Romeo to a day coming during night. She addresses him as a day in night because his presence will shine out against the darkness. Whiter than new snow on a raven's back. Come, gentle night, come, loving black brown night. Juliet visualizes night as a bird and believes that Romeo will come gliding on the wings of night like a new snow on a raven's back. Juliet visualizes night as a bird and believes that Romeo will come gliding on the wings of night like a new snow on a raven's back. Raven's back is nothing but a black bird. Here, William Shakespeare brings the images of day and night or black and white to the brighter side of the life. In spite of having enmity, both Romeo and Juliet fall in love with each other and refers to day and night as a white dove over black crow. Give me my Romeo, and when shall I die? Take him and cut him out of little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun. Juliet implores it to bring her Romeo. Give me my Romeo. She implores it to bring her Romeo. After that, when she dies, she asks the night to take him out and cut him into pieces of stars. Why she says that to cut him into pieces of stars? Because she wants Romeo to remain forever. It's nothing but immortality. She wants Romeo to stay forever by shining brightly in the sky than the garish sun. And she says that if he is cut into pieces of stars, he will make the face of the heaven beautiful and charming, that all the people in the world will fall in love with the night sky and forget to pay their attention towards to the garish sun. To conclude, it implies that their love will end in their tragic death because of the enmity that exists between the two families. Consequently, the world will come to know the tragic death of the two lovers, and thus Romeo will be immortalized. Glossary. It's nothing out of the text. You should be familiar with these words. I'll be back with another session, Too Dear by Leo Tolstoy. Stay home, stay safe, stay educated. Thank you.